Heading: Concept of organizational culture. Definition: Organizational culture refers to the shared values, beliefs, assumptions, norms, and practices that guide the behavior of people within an organization. First point: it represents the way employees think, behave, and interact in the workplace. Second point: organizational culture influences employee attitudes, performance, and relationships. Side heading: Shared values and beliefs. First point: organizational culture is based on common values and beliefs followed by members. Second point: these values guide employees in making decisions and performing their duties. Side heading: Learned behavior. First point: culture is learned by employees through experiences, training, and interaction with others. Second point: new employees understand culture by observing existing members. Side heading: social system. First point: organizational culture develops through relationships and interactions among employees. Second point: it creates a sense of belonging and unity among members. Side heading: unique identity. First point: every organization has its own culture that differentiates it from others. Second point: culture creates a unique image and identity for the organization. Heading: basic elements of organizational culture. Side heading: values. First point: values are the principles and standards that guide employee behavior. Second point: they influence decisions, actions, and workplace practices. Side heading: beliefs. First point: beliefs are ideas and assumptions that employees consider to be true. Second point: they shape how employees understand situations and problems. Side heading: norms. First point: norms are unwritten rules and expectations about acceptable behavior. Second point: they guide how employees communicate and work with others. Side heading: symbols. First point: symbols represent important aspects of organizational culture. Second point: examples include logos, office design, dress codes, and rituals. Side heading: language. First point: organizations develop specific terms, phrases, and communication styles. Second point: common language helps employees feel connected to the organization. Side heading: rituals and ceremonies. First point: rituals and ceremonies are regular activities that reflect organizational values. Second point: they strengthen employee relationships and organizational identity. Side heading: stories and myths. First point: stories about founders, Leaders and past achievements communicate organizational values. Second point. They help employees understand expected behaviors.